Ooh, what's up YouTube, ODST General back again, and today guys we have some flashing lights for you. So this is going to be a little bit different from previous episodes, whereas in the past I've always kind of gone in and just done like all of one branch when I was showing off a new release. This time we're going to do 3 different branches. I've seen Alex has been releasing some videos like that. I actually really like that idea. Played it out like that, and I feel like it's turning out pretty good. I've done a couple of videos I didn't release because I didn't like the audio for it. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try this out. So if you guys didn't already see this release, basically this releases a lot of lighting stuff, which is why we're playing at night. So we're gonna start off. We're starting off as EMTs here, and we're going to be starting off with a vehicle accident real quick before I actually leave the hospital. Let's take a look here. So we're actually going to go to the right here. We're going to go down the highway and go that way. So yeah, there's a lot of lighting stuff that was released for this patch. I think I didn't show off the last time either, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get a structure fire that I can show off to you guys. The last update was like ventilation fans and stuff like that, so a lot of cool stuff. This one also came out with a slick top, well not even a slick top, but like an undercover charger too, so a plane charger. That's pretty neat. So we'll go ahead, we'll check out that stuff. I think what we'll probably end up using on this one is there's a flashlight, which I've forgotten the key to. I think it's just F to use the flashlight, but or E or something like that maybe. But we're going to use the flashlight. We'll probably use some road flares for this call. But there's like scene lighting, the spotlights on the cars work. Now this has some sort of additional lighting for the ambulance and stuff, which I haven't figured out how to use. I think the fire truck has that as well. So there is some stuff I haven't actually had a chance to explore on this, even though it's been out for a little bit now here. So we're approaching the turn off here, so we should be at this ambulance basically right around this corner here pretty quick. A little bit of lag spike. I'm running my my audio separately through Audacity here. I'm trying to get back into the process of doing it that way whenever possible. I've reinstalled some RAM on my computer here, and hopefully that will help things. So, let's see here. Actually, let's do this. We need 3. So we're going to do this. We're going to move up here just a teeny bit. And we are going to run to the back of the ambulance. So yeah, you can see we've got road flares. These things aren't the brightest lighting here. They don't really generate too much in the way of lighting. They are actually pretty good because they do block off traffic. So I'm kind of hoping that this will just get me to go in the other lane. But we'll see what happens. We need to go back. We need to grab our medical bag here for checking out this person. It looks like they've already been pulled from the vehicle. So let's go ahead and inspect them, see what they've got going on. Got no pulse. Not breathing. He's unconscious, so pretty bad shape. So nothing appears to be broken. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna perform CPR here. Try to get this person resuscitated. So we need to run back to the ambulance here and get the ECG. We may need to defib them, but we'll see what happens. We need to run these 12 leads first. Yeah, so we're gonna have to. It wants me to perform CPR. Figured it'd have me try to shock him, but I guess it's not going to. It's kind of interesting. Alright, that's interesting. So we're going to put a neck collar on them. There isn't any apparent damage, but they were in a car accident that knocked them unconscious. So let's go ahead. We're going to throw that on there. Get the stretcher out. It's trying to run away on us. So yeah, he's stabilized. Hopefully should be okay. I'll remove this from him and then we'll get him loaded up here. Interact. I don't know what it wants me to do. It's just saying interact using a med bag. Which... Oh, it does... He didn't have any other broken bones that I saw, did he? Did I miss a broken bone? He's got no pulse. He's got a pulse, though. I guess that's just from the previous inspection, but it says he's... Yeah, okay. Can I request transport? Patient is not ready for transportation. Not sure what it wants. He has vitals again. He seems to be breathing at a pulse. There's probably something like super obvious, I'm sure, at this point, and like this is pretty embarrassing for me because it's like I'm just not sure what I'm doing wrong. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Once I rehooked up the leads, he's fine. So yeah, nothing, apparently nothing wrong that I did. It was just the game being funky. So we'll load him up, I'll grab my med bag, and then we'll get those rotoflares picked up and then head back to the hospital with the patient. A lot of times I just request transport, but I think it'd be okay to take him back. We don't normally do it, so a little bit, just something kind of different. A little bit tricky to kind of pick these up. It looks like they maybe patched it a little bit, made them a little bit easier to pick up. Ooh, still down there. Let me get out of the way first. Just really ready to move here. We're just gonna leave our directionals on, but yeah, looks like he's okay. So we're just gonna go back code 1 here. Go lights, no sirens, since he is in stable condition. And keep heading down this way. I think this is the right way, right? Yeah. Oh, he popped out of nowhere. These guys aren't pulling over for me because I guess I'm just lights only. I guess they're taking issue with that. I hate that popping traffic. It's not popping out on this side, but on the other side it's really bad. Probably my biggest issue with this game is the way the traffic pops in. Makes it especially difficult to do like policing and stuff in the online mode. Okay, so we're going to exit here. Yeah, I feel like this way it takes a little bit longer, arguably, but you're not having to deal with that stupid winding road up there on that hill, so I don't really like that road at all. Alright, and we'll offload the patient, then we'll switch over to our next faction, or whatever you want to call it here. Next service. we'll put the stretcher back, close up the ambulance, and then we'll switch over. It's kind of unnecessary to do this, but why not, right? Okay. So I think up next we'll do the fire department. They got these COVID masks, which is kind of nice. I'm hoping they'll actually keep these, at least for the fire department and the EMTs. They tend to add stuff like this every once in a while that's a little bit themed for the for any holidays or major events going on, and then a lot of times they tend to get rid of it. So kind of hoping they'll keep it this time around, because I mean it makes sense even when there's not an imminent threat of a major virus that at least the EMTs and potentially the fire department would be using this stuff. Oh yeah, we don't want that car. So let's go back. I meant to check the lighting on that ambulance and I forgot to. Might be a little bit more picky with my calls here too on the fire department. I mean, that one with the ambulance worked pretty well offhand, but we'll see what pops up. Yeah, we don't want a container fire. I mean, that could work. We could still use scene lights technically, but just not that good. So you got your lights control panel. So yeah, you can see all the spotlights here. So that controls spotlights on the ladder in the front of the engine. It looks like maybe, or just the ladder. Not sure. And you've got spotlights on the back of it. Okay, so we will. We're going to turn off these extra lights here. We'll take this vehicle fire. Yeah, this is really a really good looking game at night. I mean, the graphics are pretty simple, but nighttime makes it a little bit harder to see some of the stuff. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where that call was. I was like, I don't see it on the map. It's all the way over there in the corner of the desert. A little bit of a trip here. So I had to turn off there for some reason. Yeah, moderate gas usage, but with the way that we've got all three of these services we're doing today, I don't think I have to worry about the gas usage even on moderate, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna head up. We'll try to use as much of this lighting stuff as we can with this car fire. I mean, realistically, there'd be multiple people. One person would be setting up the attack line while other people might be setting up the lighting if they felt it was necessary. I just want to show off the scene lights. Yeah, we'll take this exit here. A little bit shady trying to look at the map and drive, even with the map being somewhat transparent. So, I guess we could have turned off there. I think we'll just follow this road down the whole way over here. Go through to the turn off and then just turn at the next main road by the, I guess that's by the gas station probably. What's up over here? Yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, we're over halfway to the call and we've already only used like 5% of our gas. We still have quite a lot of gas left, so I don't think we're going to end up using this for needing a refill on any of our vehicles. Might switch to high gas usage for the next time I do this. Just because the gas functionality is in there, why not use it? Okay, so yeah, we'll turn off here. You can see the fire from here. It's in that little roundabout area or whatever over there. So I'll be honest, probably one of my big hopes for this is that they'll eventually come out with a new map. I've never been a big fan of this map. But we'll have to wait and see on that. So we're just going to try and use as much of our lighting as makes sense. I mean, the front spotlights probably don't make much sense, but we'll turn on these back spotlights. I'm not sure what this last one is. Okay, right there. And then 2 is the backlighting. I guess we might as well turn that on. We don't really need the spotlight on the front of the ladder. With that being said, we're still going to use real quick the scene lighting just so we can test that out because we don't have a reason to use that as the police. Scene light, there we are. Now, I don't know if this scene light's extendable. It almost looks like it is, but I don't think it is, I guess. We'll just set up, I guess, maybe 1 or 2 scene lights. We probably don't need as much as we have, but we'll set one up over here, too. Then we're going to go ahead, we'll put this away. And get... Don't really need SCBA, but we'll put an SCBA. Get a water line going here. Yeah, unfortunately, even small fires like this tend to be too much for a single extinguisher. So, we'll use our water supply. I mean, it's not unlimited. There's only a set amount of water in there, but that'll be more than enough to handle this fire. And since this is the only call we're doing, we don't need to worry about resupplying the truck. Get trooper. Nice. Alright, that call is all set. Perfect. So, you guys get to see the scene lighting here. Put all this stuff away. We'll pick up these scene lights. And since we are a ways off and we don't have any patients to transport, we're going to cheese this a little bit. We're going to go to help commands and teleport character back to start points. Building hasn't loaded in. It's like, oh crap, he's back. We weren't expecting him. We'll go with the white uniform today. And I guess a black patrol cap. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll launch this, we'll do the police. I'm not really sure there's a whole lot of incidents as the police that would really work well for this whole setup with their spotlight and everything, so instead we'll probably focus on trying to pull somebody over, so we'll throw on our vehicle scanner and see what we can find that way. Let's go into our vehicles. So here you can see the new police car. This is what we will be using as the black Dodge Charger. So getting into the car, you press P, that uses your spotlights. So this is the only one, so you don't have the menu like you do on the other vehicles. Holding down right click and get rid of that. We don't want that yet. I accidentally hit the wrong button there. Holding down the right click and looking around moves your spotlight. So it is actually somewhat functional. It's pretty unnecessary in this because all the cars have like lighting and stuff on there, but kind of a neat little thing. So yeah, we'll turn our scan vehicle in front of us on. We've got a person parked illegally, but let's scan these couple vehicles here. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike, and then they stopped very, very randomly. That was a bad combination. Oh, registration suspended. Alright, we'll let him get up through the light, and then we'll pull him over. So we'll turn our spotlight on. So the vehicle's not reported as stolen or anything. The registration is suspended, which we'd seen. Don't see... That was weird. Couldn't move it. Let's go ahead. Let's check the owner of the vehicle. See what it says. He's not wanted or anything, so should be pretty straightforward. We'll just check, make sure it's the correct owner of the vehicle. I've never seen it not be, but that'd be kind of a sneaky thing to put in. I would need that if I was a developer, but I'm kind of a jerk to you. Actually, real quick. So if we push E, we've got our flashlight here, as you can see. Kind of tough to tell. It's not nearly as bright as the other spotlights and stuff in the game, but there's a little bit of a flashlight there. So he is the guy we were looking to, or expecting to be driving this vehicle, I should say. Now, it's kind of interesting. I don't know why these haven't been added yet. You'd think those would have been added by now. Just gonna do a blood alcohol test on him, which looks like that's good. We'll just give him a warning, because he's not had any previous stops or anything, it looks like. I don't know what the pause and resume does. Turn off our spotlight. Probably should turn this off. We're gonna keep our lights on for just a second while I catch up to this guy here. Cheese that a little bit. Alright, so we've got a legally parked vehicle, so we'll just go ahead and ride up on this thing here and give them a ticket real fast. No parking area, that's the one we want. I don't know why I guess we didn't get any points because we should have been doing a, or we should have actually ticketed that person, but we didn't. The game took issue with that. I don't know. I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do to me, is that they've had no previous issues. I mean, they shouldn't be driving around in a suspended registration. But we'll give them a pass on that one. Got an armed robbery. Need this guy to get out of my way, and he's not doing that. Another little bit of a lag spike there, a little frame drop. Not really lag because I'm not playing online, but it is frame drops or whatever. Ends up having basically the same effect either way, though. So this is our armed robbery here. Oh, okay. Looks like there's 3 suspects. One of them surrendered. Trying to be sneaky there. So these guys aren't putting their hands up, but they're not shooting at me anymore. Forgot I couldn't aim and reload. Alright. Well, he's, Alright, so let's get this all taken care of. Search the body, make sure he's got no weapons or anything on him, which we already know he does. Request a transport for him, and since they're both now in custody here, we'll go ahead and we will frisk this guy. He's got a weapon on him. Been drinking. So we'll frisk him. Oh, bring him out over here, I guess. Didn't mean to grab him. There we go. So now we'll frisk him. He doesn't have alcohol on him like the other guy, but he's been drinking too. Need to move my car here. Should have just brought him with me over to the car. What's your ID? Rex Schmidt. There's our police transport. Finally. Seems like they're still having issues. Realistically, I'd have these guys both out in the car, or just wait until another unit arrived on scene to assist. But it doesn't matter. Wait, that's not who I want. Oh, it all filled out the right name at least. So, no priors on Rex here. I can't remember if this is the right spelling of the name. That looks like the right guy, though. He has one previous arrest on record for that guy, though. So, probably a little bit longer of a trip away for him. Didn't obviously get the ID off the guy that got shot, so... I guess I did technically pull it off of him, but I couldn't actually ask him what his name was. So yeah, anyways, guys, this was the new update. We'll transport this guy back, and then we'll wrap up the video here. So yeah, that was 3 calls, 3 services here with the new updates. Checked out all that scene lighting and flashlights and all that stuff. Checked out the new car, so a lot of cool stuff. Unfortunately, didn't get to take a look at the ventilation fan that I had skipped over previously, because that's actually a pretty cool thing. I don't think I've shown it off, at least. I may have, but yeah. Anyways, nonetheless, that's a really cool tool too. Kind of curious what they're gonna do next. I don't think they've got a current roadmap set out yet. They believe this was the last one for this current roadmap, so we gotta wait a little bit before we get the next one. So let's go ahead, we'll grab this guy and we'll run him inside, and that's everything. Alright, yeah, and he's going away now for probably a pretty good while. Alright, put our shotgun back, and we are all done. Alright guys, take it easy. I will see you in the next one.